Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Take Two. This is where I take a second look or revisit movies that were released not too long ago, but now are available on digital download and on Blu-ray. And we check to see if the movie still holds up, if it's gotten any better, if it's still the same, or it's actually gotten worse. Which makes me glad to say that American Made is definitely worth the watch. And if you've seen this in theaters, you wouldn't mind watching it again. And for newcomers who haven't even heard of the movie perhaps, or didn't get the chance to see it in theaters, I'm telling you, it is definitely worth the watch. You will be entertained. Two of my favorite things are in this movie. You've got Tom Cruise, my favorite actor. Yes, I said it, no shame. There's no shame. Listen, film is subjective. That's the beauty of it. And you know what? You can like whoever, you can dislike whoever. Tom Cruise has always been my favorite actor growing up. But as a film fan, as a lover of film, and the person who appreciates the art of filmmaking, I can tell you without any bias that the greatest actor of all time is Daniel Day-Lewis. So don't get that messed up, okay? You can have your favorite of all time, but then putting all the bias aside and all this stuff and just admit it. As a true fan of film, you will know that the greatest actor of all time is Daniel Day-Lewis. But my favorite actor, all-around actor, and favorite movie star, of course, is Tom Cruise. And it's so glad to see him in a film that doesn't get swallowed up by the stardom of Tom Cruise. We all know him to be this huge movie star. And it was just the story itself, and it helps for the fact that this film, American Made, is based on a true story, based on Barry Seal, an American pilot who ended up working for the CIA, running drugs from one place to another all over Central America into South America, and also on top of the drugs, there's the weapons, there's the arms deals that happens from place to place with cartels and revolutionary leaders all over Central America and Latin America, I should say. From the central to the south. And because this is based on true life events, these are historical accounts and real life people who are no longer living, it does not make it seem like it's all about Tom Cruise. It's actually about the character and his incredible journey, his roller coaster of a life in the late 70s going into the 80s, which also gives way to the director Doug Liman. He's one of my favorite directors. He has a soft spot in my heart because he was the first to kick off the Bourne franchise, the Bourne Identity. He was the man behind the camera there. I loved his style of directing, and it really, I believe, picked up the essence of Jason Bourne, because I've read all the novels, so I can really tell, even though the novels it's totally different. The novels are like rated R, whereas the Bourne Identity is PG-13, so there's a stark difference, a huge difference there. But I think he did a great job adapting that character on screen in the style of his directing for that film, which gives away to the style in this film. I'm talking about the camera filter, the direction, the cinematography, all of it made it seem like it was taking the audience, throwing them back into the past, and reliving the late 70s and 80s in that time of, the huge cartels of Colombia and Medellin. Hijo de puta! Sorry, I had to do my ceremonial Pablo Escobar impersonation. Okay, you've got Domhnall Gleeson, Sarah Wright playing Tom Cruise's wife in the film, of course, and of all the actors who also played the Medellin cartel. Everyone brought something very solid and very balanced to the film. Again, I think it was a story that really just kept the film going, and the pace of the film, it's like non-stop. I don't think you'll ever get bored. Just under two hours of film, which I believe is the perfect duration, and just got the job done. I think Doug Liman did a fantastic job doing that from minute 1 to the last minute. So you will receive no complaints from me, not just because Tom Cruise is in it, because I actually like this film more than The Mummy, and which is crazy because The Mummy was marketed a lot more. It had the Universal banner behind it. It was huge and everything. But then you got American Made, which is a much better film. It's a much better actual film than The Mummy. So if you want a Tom Cruise movie 2017, you'll want to choose American Made. This is definitely worth the watch. Worth the watch, a second watch, a revisit. And if you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. It's entertaining. You'll love watching this film. And this is the Tom Cruise I do like. It's a Tom Cruise, less action. There's a lot of thrilling moments in the film, but he's not his Ethan Hunt Mission Impossible self, even though we love that about him as well. Looking forward to the next Mission Impossible installment. But that was the review of American Made, or revisit review of American Made. I hope you guys like that. And as usual, like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time here on Take Two. I will be doing the Moody Reel next on the Season 2 of The Crown. Netflix. That's what's up. I'm gonna go hang out with the Queen for a bit. Alright, if you haven't binged that yet, go for it. It's available now on Netflix. I will be covering that on the movie reel on my next video. So until next time, guys, have a good time at the movies. And if you're watching at home, enjoy it at home with your family and friends. And that's why we're all here, because we all love film. And film is subjective. And we share a passion for it. And that's what matters most. Whether we agree or disagree, we love film.